Welcome into Tennessee Titans today. I am Tom Downey, and we are going to break down Day 2 draft grades for Tennessee. We'll break down each of the pick that's happened so far. We will mention the first-round selection and give some analysis as it gets to, well, it's Saturday morning where most of you guys are watching here. Treylon Burks, Roger McCreary, Nicholas Petit-Frere, and Malik Willis are the 3 picks made so far by the Tennessee Titans, or 4 picks, because math is very difficult for me as we get further along into the night, apparently. We'll spend time on each of these guys in depth. Burks, of course, is part of the A.J. Brown trade. McCreary, who I love, was interesting. Petit-Frere was maybe a curious pick in terms of, like, the role. Malik Willis is super interesting. We will break down in depth all 3 of the Day 2 picks, plus mention Treylon Burks, and, of course, the A.J. Brown trade that I cannot ignore from this particular grade process here. Before we get to my grade, and before you all get all mad at me and angry and blah, 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 because you didn't like what I did, etc., I get it. Grade the Titans draft so far. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to make this question the pinned comment on today's video. There's some picks I like and some picks I did not like in the end. So I want to hear from you guys first and foremost. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade it for me in the comment section. If the ad break comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. I have given it a C. Now, I am directly including the A.J. Brown trade, because how can you not on a draft day trade in which you lost A.J. Brown, you added Treylon Burks? We'll come back to that stuff, I promise you. There were some very interesting picks on Day 3, and the A.J. Brown trade docked it a full grade in terms of just the pure players that they acquired. Let's begin with the last pick, the most recent pick, and I would argue the most intriguing. That is Malik Willis, who I was surprised to see slide all the way down to pick number 86 overall in the 3rd round. I thought I was going to be, as weird as this sounds, too low on where the QBs actually went. Turns out I was high on them, which, hey, stuff happens, right? The pros of Malik Willis: a unique blend, a gifted blend of athletic talent and arm strength. He is a very good deep ball passer. If Malik Willis hits, he could be a top 10, top 15 QB. And I will always bet on the mobile props. I think you need mobility in the modern day NFL. The accuracy is not that great. It comes and goes. Not the best production as you got on screen. As you can kind of see on screen there for Malik Willis. I think the base kind of needs some work. The footwork is a disaster sometimes. I don't really get it. There is some long-term durability red flags I know have popped up for NFL teams. Big arm, super athletic. The vision is not good. He did not attack the middle of the field ever. That offense was cover 2 hole shot, outside scramble. That's all it was. They did not hit mesh or the deep end. That was not an offensive game plan for Liberty. Was it because he couldn't see it very well? Or was it because the Liberty offense was a Mickey Mouse offense that didn't ask Malik Willis to make multiple field reads? I don't know. His best plays came outside of structure. The problem was some of those best plays were when the open guy, he just missed because he didn't see him very well. I had a 2nd round grade on Malik Willis. Maybe I was too nice in the end. Tyrod Taylor with a stronger arm. I think he can be a backup for you, kind of like how Jalen Hurts at worst case will be a backup in the NFL. So I really like this pick by Tennessee. Maybe he hits, maybe he doesn't, but you didn't overinvest in that particular player. We will have more Titans draft videos for you guys on Day 3. So if you haven't already, hit that big red button and subscribe. We've got you guys covered with everything going on the Tennessee Titans. Subscribe right now at youtube.com/Titans today if you haven't already. The nice pick in the 3rd round, because it was literally nice at number 69 overall, Nicholas Petit-Frere. When he was on the board, he was the 2nd best tackle left for me, but I did have a 4th round grade on him, so at 108 overall, this was a reach for me. Petit-Frere, I think, can be a swing tackle in the NFL. I do think if he has to start, the right side is better. My concern is what happened in 2021. To be blunt, he was bad. 26 pressures allowed, only 2 sacks, but he got beat a lot at left tackle. Go watch the Michigan game, the one that made Aiden Hutchinson the Heisman finalist. Petit-Frere got his ass kicked in that game, to be blunt. Like, there's no way around it. He got bullied pretty bad. Large hands, the size, the traits, the athletic ability, it's all really good. This is an upside pick. Maybe Petit-Frere develops into your starting right tackle and Dylan Radins plays left guard, or, hey, maybe you try Petit-Frere at guard. Even that could be an option as well. I see swing tackle written all over Petit-Frere. I think he is at his best moving forward in the running game in his own style offense. That last line, scheme fit right there, I believe, for the Tennessee Titans. Smart kid as well. Got to adjust his technique. There's upside here. But it was a reach for me, although there were no more tackles left, so I get it from that standpoint. If you've been joining us on our NFL Draft live coverage on Chat Sports, thank you guys so much. We've been live breaking down every single pick as it happens at youtube.com/chatsportstv. We'll put that link in the comments section and the description for you guys. We'll be live on day 3. Me, your boy, who is absolutely wired. I'm all jacked up on Red Bull. Hit that big red button over on Chat Sports and subscribe at youtube.com/chatsportstv. Let's get to one of the most confusing picks for me in the second round. Positive first. I love Roger McCreary, the player. He was a top 27th overall, I should say, overall player on my board. I knew I was going to be higher on him than most because he doesn't have top-end speed. He's got short arms. He's 5'11 and 190, 29 and a quarter inch arms, super small. Go watch the Bama game if you get a chance. He was awesome against 2 early round picks in John Mechie, Jamison Williams, out when they were both healthy. I think Mechie was healthy at that point. Troy Hill comp from a physical perspective, some Byron Murphy in his game. I love the player. Here's my trouble. Beyond just like, he's undersized, not great ball production. Where are you playing him? Because Caleb Farley is going to be back. I assume he starts for you at one spot. I like Elijah Molden a lot. I am a huge fan of Christian Fulton. I assume you're going to play McCreary at the nickel spot. Do you move Elijah Molden to safety now, which I think is possible, pair him with Kevin Byard? I don't know how you're going to handle this offense. Your defensive back room is loaded. Maybe McCreary's your number 3 guy on the outside, but why'd you invest your second pick in the number 3 guy? That's what's confusing to me. I don't get the fit. I love the player. I thought day 2 was a lot better for Tennessee than the first round issues that I think they ran into. So what I want you guys to do right now is rate the Titans day 2 draft picks only for day 2. Nothing involving the A.J. Brown, Treylon Burks, just their moves they made, the picks they made in the second round of the second and third round of the NFL draft. 1 to 100 is the scale here. Let me know in the comments. I cannot disassociate, if that's the proper term here, which maybe it's not, who knows here, the A.J. Brown trade from my draft grades. So if you're over it, I get it, but this is important for me. Because you traded away A.J. Brown for number 18 overall, number 101. Cool, I get all of that. The guy you replaced him with, who I like in Treylon Burks, we had mocked Burks many a time to Tennessee with the add him to your offense featuring A.J. Brown. Not to replace him for A.J. Brown. Burks is going to be a good football player. I really do believe that. But to trade away A.J. Brown and hope that the guy you just took is maybe as good as him, not how I would have ran the offense. You saw the power clip of Mike Vrabel. I'm not sure he's too happy about it either. So 4 picks so far, as I almost threw up the 8 there. 4 picks for Tennessee. Treylon Burks, Roger McCreary, Nicholas Petit-Frere, and Malik Willis. I like the players they took it here with McCreary and Malik Willis. Need for Petit-Frere. In a bubble, if they had not traded away A.J. Brown, this would have been an easy B at minimum grade. You trade him away, docks it at least a full grade for me. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. But I think I'm right. All right, coming up tomorrow, or I guess today with where we're at this stage, Tennessee has 5 picks left. 131, 143 in the 4th round, 163 in the 5th round, 204 in the 6th, and 219 in the 6th. So 5 picks in a draft that is pretty deep this year. There's going to be some good football players on the board. So who do you want to draft on day 3 for the Tennessee Titans? Let me know right now in the comments section.